Want to improve your 8-ball pool skills? Over the next couple of minutes, this video will give you all the information you need to boost your skill set and level up your game. Ready? Let's get going. The amount of power you use in your shots is almost as important as how accurately you aim them. This is especially true if the target ball is a long way from the pocket. The harder you hit a shot, the more likely it is that it will stay out. In many cases, a soft touch will give the ball a better chance of dropping into the hole. This is particularly vital information when trying to pot in those tricky middle pockets. Be careful not to use too little power though. You don't want to miss a straightforward shot because you hit it too gently. Don't hit and hope. Judge how much power is needed for each shot and adjust as appropriate. The world's finest 8-ball players have learned to master the art of putting spin on the cue ball. Clever use of spin can avoid those dreaded "oops, I sank the cue ball" moments, or better yet, get you in a good position for the next pot. You put spin on your shots using the arrow keys or by dragging on the cue ball in the corner and dragging the dot into position. The dot represents where the cue will strike the ball. If you want backspin, move the dot to the bottom of the cue ball, and for topspin, move the dot to the top of the cue ball. Pay attention to the guidelines when lining up your shot. As well as showing where the object ball will go, it also gives you an indication of where the white will end up. Is it heading straight towards a pocket? Add some backspin to the cue ball and it should stop in its tracks. Need to get a better angle for your next shot? Think about adding side spin to the cue ball and forcing it into an easier position. The harder you hit your shot, the more spin will be added to the cue ball. But be careful, as too much power and spin can send it out of control and into a pocket. The pros don't just think about the shot that they're lining up, they're thinking 1, 2, or even 3 shots ahead. This means that they already know which ball they'd like to pot next, after the one they're about to pot. With that in mind, you can start to think about what kind of spin or how much power you need to put on your next shot. If you need to get all the way down the table to make your next shot easier, try and leave a good angle and use plenty of spin and power to get the white into position. Don't leave yourself a longer, tougher shot than necessary. There are a few basic rules that all 8-ball players should know if they want to succeed. Make sure you're not making it harder for yourself. If you pot a ball with your break-off shot, you can still choose whether you want to be stripes or solids. You might think, great, that's a solid already potted, but then realise that the stripes are in a much better position. The choice is still yours until the next ball is potted. If a ball doesn't hit the rail around the table, that shot is a foul. Lots of players make this mistake. It lets your opponent move the cue ball to wherever they want on the table. If you pot the black but the cue ball also goes down, you lose the game. Don't forget about the cue ball's guideline when you're lining up that last shot. If you're playing in the Cairo tier or above, you need to call which pocket you're going to pot the 8-ball in. If you call a pocket and then pot the 8-ball in a different pocket, you'll lose the game. The very top players who have levels in the hundreds and countless tournament wins have become the best because they've simply played a lot of 8-ball pool and refined their skills. They know how much power to put on their shots, which spin to use, and how to plan a series of shots. The best way to join them is to keep playing, practicing, and learning. Remember, you can practice 8-ball pool offline on your mobile with the quickfire mode. That way you can be prepared before taking on the rest of the world. Good luck!